today we are working on some stretching, so I thought I'd take us through a quick little yoga practice. If you want to expand this practice, just spend a little bit more time in each of the poses, or maybe do a repeater of a couple of the sections that we work on. Today we're going to start cross-legged on the floor. I am wearing no shoes, no socks, because it's an easier time for me to grip, but do whatever feels comfortable for you. I want your feet to be right underneath your knees. It doesn't matter which way you go. Round those shoulders back, drop them down, and sit up nice and tall. We're going to work on our breathing, so as we sit here, I want you to put your hands on your belly, take in a nice deep breath, and watch your hands expand, and then exhale, and watch your hands come back in. Take in a nice deep breath, inhale, expand, and exhale. Good. Now we're gonna make that breath similar. You can keep your hands on your stomach or put them on your knees, but I want you to close your eyes and just work on your breathing. So inhale in, expand that tummy, and exhale out. Inhale in, expand that tummy, and exhale out. You can go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to inhale and raise our arms up, and exhale down. One more time like that. Inhale up, exhale down. Think about how excited you are to be here today and how wonderful it is that we can move our bodies. This time we're going to inhale in with our arms up again. And as we exhale, I want you to twist that body and rotate. So you're going to put your front hand on your knee and just give it a nice little twist, nothing too hard, we're just warming up. And bring your arms up, inhale up, and exhale to the other side. Nice, inhale up, and exhale down. Nice job. We're going to switch our legs around now. Again, knees under, or ankles right under your knees. And we're gonna inhale up, and exhale, we're gonna fold forward and reach that body as far as we can. Feel that nice deep stretch in our back and our hips. It should go all the way from your upper back. I want you to try and really inch those fingertips forward, really getting that nice good stretch. We're gonna take one more breath here. And exhale, come all the way back up to sitting. Good, we're gonna do that one more time. So switch your legs again. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Get down as low as you can. Really sit your buns back. Try and elongate your back as you're sitting here. So I'm pushing my buns back and I'm really inching my fingertips forward, relaxing my head and neck. Taking one more nice deep breath here. And exhale, come all the way back up to sitting. That should feel pretty good to loosen up that body, does it not? All right, we're gonna flip over onto our hands and knees now. Hands to be right underneath, or your wrists to be right under your shoulder, your knees to be right underneath your hips. We're gonna go into cat and cow. So you're gonna arch your back, separating your shoulder blades and tucking that tailbone under, and then sink it down. You're gonna exhale as you arch up. Inhale as you sink down. Exhale up. Inhale as you sink. One more time. Exhale all the way up. Inhale as you sink down. Now as we're doing this, if this feels really good to you, then stay here and do it a couple more times. We're going to move on to just a hip circle. So we're just going to rotate our body all the way around. Nice big circles using your hips, just to really loosen up those bodies. We work those hips pretty well. Let's go one more, and then let's switch directions. This should feel really nice, really loosening up that body. One more here. Very good job. Awesome job. So now we're gonna separate your knees and bring your toes together, and we're just gonna sit back onto our heels here. Really, again, stretching forward. It's just like that forward fold that we did earlier. Just stretching those arms forward, taking in a couple nice deep breaths here. As you're resting here, you can rest your forehead on the ground, but I want you to think about expanding your breath, and as you're breathing in, You're expanding that whole back, your whole body, and then you exhale and just sink a little bit deeper. So inhale, feel that breath go all the way across your back. Exhale, and sink a little bit deeper. One more time, inhale, really feel that breath stretching out your body, and inhale, sink a little bit deeper. We're gonna come back up onto all fours, and we're gonna go into a downward dog. So you're gonna curl your toes underneath, and you're gonna extend your hips up into the sky. I do not care if your legs are straight. In fact, I'd rather them be bent, but I want you to take your hands and push your hips up. So bent knees, hips up into the sky. You're feeling a stretch all the way in the back of your legs. Come a little bit more forward again, and then go right back up. If you can extend your legs a little bit more, do that. If you can't, keep them bent. Really just pushing those hands into the ground and your butt goes back. It should feel like a nice stretch. Now I want you to pedal your legs. So one heel goes down and then the other. Really getting that nice stretch into your calf, alternating the way that your weight is displaced in your legs. Oh, that feels so nice, doesn't it? Good, and we'll keep breathing here. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you switch. Exhale as you extend. Couple more pedals here. Good, and now try and push both heels down towards the ground while you're kicking your hips up in the sky. If you're still not there, that's okay. Your body can be a little bit tight. If it's first thing in the morning, your body might be a little bit tighter. It might take a little bit longer to loosen up. So keep that bend in your knees, or you can go ahead and straighten it up. Whatever feels the most comfortable. From here, we're gonna walk our hands into our feet, and we're just gonna hang here. Slight bend in those knees again. Slight bend in your knees. I want you to crisscross your arms and just hang here like a rag doll. Relax your head, loosen it up, and just hang. Feel that stretch, feel that elongation in your legs. You can keep that slight bend in your knees. Just relax. If you want to twist back and forth, get a little twist rotation happening, a little loosening of that whole body. Feeling really great. Don't forget to breathe. Keep that breath going. Good, and relax your hands, and then curl all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, I want you to roll those shoulders down and back, really feeling that nice, good stretch. We're gonna move into our sun salutations. So we're gonna start here, feet together, legs together, hands by your side. You're gonna reach your arms up to the sky, and exhale. All the way down. As you exhale down, you're gonna dive down, hands towards your feet, and you're gonna hold here for just a count. Take a nice breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you exhale, you're gonna rise up, so now your back is nice and flat. I want you to think about bringing the top of your head towards that wall across from you, and your butt goes back towards the opposite wall. And release it and relax again, taking a nice breath. And roll yourself back up to standing all the way to the top. We're gonna do that again. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Relax your head, taking a nice deep breath. Exhale it out. As you exhale, you're gonna as you inhale, you're gonna lift. And exhale down. And then roll yourself back up again. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Taking a nice deep breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Try and sink a little deeper. Inhale, lift up into a flat back. And exhale down. From here, I want you to take a couple steps forward. Bring your hands out in front of you or your feet back behind you, whatever feels the most comfortable. I want you to drop down onto your knees, and you're gonna drive your elbows back and down and drive your chest all the way down to the ground. From here, you're gonna keep your hands underneath your shoulders, shoulders down and back, and you're just gonna do a slight little lift. What I want you to think about is, again, bringing your head towards that wall away from you or across from you, but not arching your back. Keep your belly button engaged. and relax. Bring your head down to one side and hold here for a breath. Good, inhale, lift up again. Really elongating that body, really try and stretch your spine. And bring your head down to the other side. Good, bring your head back into the middle. You're gonna go back onto your hands and knees, and then you're gonna push back into your downward dog. Your body might start to feel a little bit more warm now, so you can straighten your legs a little bit. Take one more breath here, and then step your feet into the top. Hold here, flat back, lift up, lower back down, and exhale as you come all the way up to the top. Very nice. We're going to do that sequence one more time. So inhale all the way up, exhale all the way down, inhale to flat back, exhale down, step your hands back or your feet back, lower your knees down, drive your elbows down so your stomach is all the way down, and now you're tightening your abs and lifting that body into a nice little cobra lift, and then bringing it back down into your downward dog. Step your feet in, flat back, lower back down, and curl yourself all the way up as you exhale. Very nice job. Let's do that one more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to flat back. Exhale all the way down. Step your feet back. This time, if you can try and keep your knees off the ground, do it. Otherwise, drop those knees down. Elbows graze by your side as you lower all the way down. Nice little lift, extending that back, or extending your body forward, stretching that body out. And then we're moving back into our down dog. And then step those feet in. Nice flat back, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale all the way back up to that curl. Stop, rise those arms back up and bring your hands right back into the middle as you exhale into a prayer. All right, from here, we're gonna take a step backwards. My back foot is gonna be slightly angled out. My front foot is gonna be in front, and my hips are gonna be straight forward. So let me show you this way. And I'm gonna bring my arms up into an inhale, and then as I exhale, I'm gonna bring my arms down to the side. Inhale all the way up, exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up, exhale all the way down. Really keep those hips and those shoulders squared in front of you. Inhale all the way up, exhale all the way down. This time I want you to bring your arms down to the ground on the outside of your foot. And I want you to extend that arm out to a nice stretch. So you should feel a stretch right in that hip flexor, that back leg. Think about pushing your back heel towards that back wall. Really rotating in a nice stretch. Taking a nice deep breath here. Exhale. Good. I want you to do one more breath here. And as you're holding this pose, see if you can bring that top arm back behind so you're getting a nice stretch, even a deeper stretch, and twist. Good. As you exhale, bring your hand down to the ground, and we're gonna come back up into that warrior one pose, just like this, and relax. Bring your hands back up together, or your feet rather, back up together, and we're gonna go through a sun salutation. So arms come all the way up. Exhale all the way down, flat back up, and lower back down. Feet go away, or hands go away. We're gonna lower down into that chaturanga. Push your feet down, and your arms go straight by your side. As you come back up into your exhale, you're going straight into that downward dog. Walk or jump your feet into your hands. Inhale as you do a flat back. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale down into prayer. We're gonna switch legs. So now your opposite leg goes back. My back foot is at a slight angle. When my heel is intersecting in the middle of that body, in the middle of that foot, hands go up, and as I exhale down, I'm bending down that front knee. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Get a little deeper if you can. Inhale up, and exhale down. This time you're bringing those arms all the way down to the ground on the inside of your foot, and we're getting that nice rotation. Extend that back heel all the way to the back wall, really reaching that arm up to the sky, and bring your hand behind if you can. Get that extra little bit of a stretch. Good, hold here. You can release that arm if you want to. One more good breath here, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bring your hands back down. We're bringing your arms back up into a flat back. And hands back down. Go into that downward dog. And shift your weight forward. Let's go into that chaturanga. Pressing that body up. And as we exhale, we're coming back either into a down dog, or if you'd rather into a child's pose, you can always switch into a child's pose if that feels better on your back. And we're gonna come up, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Nice flat back again. And lower back down. And all the way back up. Into that prayer. Let's do that one more time. Exhale all the way up. Inhale. Oh, shoot. Let's do that one more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Nice flat back. Exhale down. Step those feet back. Go into that chaturanga, either on your knees or on your toes. Really lift up that chest as far as you can get it. And go down into that downward dog. This time I want you to lift up your left foot and bring it to your hands. From here, I want you to twist your knee or your foot so it's back angled. We're gonna rise up. So now my front foot is facing forward, my back foot is facing sideways. And I'm gonna shift down into a warrior two. Rise back up, inhale. Exhale all the way back down. So you're feeling that inner thigh. You're feeling your quads. Everything's working. Really reach and extend those arms away. Inhale up, don't come all the way up. Exhale down, holding here. One more, inhale up. Exhale down, nicely done. Hold for one more deep breath here. Get a little deeper if you can. And as you exhale, windmill those arms down. And you're back into that low lunge. We're gonna flip that leg back. Get into that downward dog. This time I want you to lift up your right leg. And bring it to your hands. Feel that nice low lunge. We're gonna bring our body back up. So I'm gonna switch. So my front leg is facing forward. Now my back leg is facing the opposite wall. Let me come back to you guys here. We're gonna inhale up. And exhale and sink down into that warrior two position. Again, stretching those arms away, opposite sides of the walls. Inhale up and exhale down. Looking so strong, you guys. Inhale up, exhale down. Remember, don't come all the way up. We want to keep that body a little bit under tension. This is the working part of our yoga sequence. Inhale up one more time. Exhale down. Get a little deeper if you can. And windmill those arms back down here into that low lunge. Bring your leg back. We're going back to that downward dog. Feet jump in or walk into hands. Nice flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands into prayer. All right, so now we're gonna work on some balance. So I want you to start with your feet together. We're gonna do a tree pose. You can start with your foot on the floor with your heel on your leg, or you can come to a little bit higher so your foot is on your calf, or if you're feeling really adventurous, you can bring your foot to the inner thigh. The one thing I don't want you guys to do is put it right on your knee. So either below your knee, touching the floor, or above your knee. Now you're gonna bring your arms out to the side, I would like you to find something that you're focusing on that's not moving. So find a focal point, don't let it move. This knee, the leg that you're standing on, is a slight bend in it. If you're feeling comfortable, arms can come up ahead. Engage that tummy, work on your breathing, so slow that breathing down. We worked a little bit with those downward dogs and with the warrior poses, but now we're slowing down a little bit. Good, one more deep breath. If you can either bring your hands into prayer if that feels more comfortable, or keep your arms up and then let me give you a little close of your eyes. Your legs should start to wobble a little bit more if your eyes are closed. One more breath. If you fall, that's okay. And open those eyes and tap that foot down. Awesome job with the balance. All right, same thing now, but other leg. So again, you can put your foot here on the calf, not on your knee, or above your knee, okay? Slight bend in your leg, whatever feels comfortable for you, starting with your arms out to the side, abs are engaged. You can bring your arms up to the sky. Good, I'm getting a little wobbly already. Usually there's one side that's a little bit more stable than your other, and it doesn't matter what is what. Usually that's how it works. All right, if you can either bring your hands into prayer if you're feeling a little wobbly, or keep your arms up and close those eyes. Woo! Don't worry if you fall, it's okay. Tap down and then come right back up. One more breath. And relax all the way down. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we're gonna come back into an all fours position. From here, we're gonna go into our downward dog. So come out into your downward dog. This should feel pretty flexible now, right? Push those heels down. Take one breath here. Then I'm gonna have you lift up your right leg and you're gonna glide it in front of you. So I'm gonna lower my left knee down, relax my foot, and now my right leg is at an angle here. I can stay up right here. I'm feeling a little bit of a stretch in my hips and my hip flexors, but most of it is in my glutes, okay? If that feels hard enough, stay where you are. If you wanna go a little bit deeper into the stretch, step out with your arms, or you can come all the way down onto your forearms. The goal here, you guys, let me come this way, is if your leg is parallel here and your body is parallel, your hips are parallel to the ground, okay? So that would be the goal. If this is too much on your knees, your option here is to come into a figure four like this, okay? So if you guys are still in your pigeon pose, this is what this is called, the pigeon pose, or a most glorious stretch. Take one more deep breath here. If you can get a little bit deeper, get a little bit deeper. One last breath and relax. Now, as you want to get out of this, you're gonna roll your hips to the side and bring your leg up, okay? Nice job. Back onto all fours. We're going back into that downward dog. Feeling that nice good stretch. Now you're gonna lift your left leg up and you're gonna bring it, oops. Now you're gonna lift your left leg up and you're gonna bring it forward. All right, flatten that body out. Usually one side's a little bit tighter. This is my tighter side. If you feel comfortable, stay here. If you wanna go a little bit farther, walk those hands out. If you can go a little bit deeper, you're coming down onto your forearms. Keep your breathing going. Again, if this is too much for you, you go into your figure four. So your four is here in your body like this. You're making a four with your legs, and then you bring it in towards your chest. Wherever you are, take your one last deep breath and come out of that pigeon pose. Nicely done, you guys. Our final work is seated. So we're gonna bring one leg out in front, and then the other leg is here. If you can, twist it across your body. If that's not comfortable, then just leave it here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale our breath and exhale. Give a nice little twist. Your front arm, your elbow is gonna push against your knee, and you're gonna sit up a little bit taller. Taking a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, you're rotating your body a little bit more. Every time you inhale, I want you to focus on elongating your stance. So really think about sitting up nice and tall. And every time you exhale, you really get that little twist a little bit more. One more time, inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, twist, and bring it back in. Great job, let's switch sides. Legs are straight ahead, bring one leg up, either here or across. Inhale that breath, and exhale, twist. Good, inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, sit a little bit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, sit a little bit taller one more time. And exhale, twist a little bit more. And relax that body into a butterfly. So feet come together, knees apart. I am pretty flexible in this. If you do not look like this, that is okay. If you're more like this, then try and keep your hands on your feet and use your elbows to push your knees down. You should feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh, okay? If this is too easy for you, then take a little step forward. So whatever you are, you guys, wherever you are in this practice, wherever you are in this session is the right place for you to be. There's always a way to make it a little bit harder, no matter where you're starting. If you can't even sit with your legs like this, that's okay too. Do what you can. If your legs are like this, that's great. Sit up nice and tall and work on that posture and work on your breathing while you're getting a little bit of a stretch in your inner thigh. Let's do one more stretch in this butterfly pose. And exhale all the way out. We're gonna finish the way that we started. Oh, I'm sorry, this time I want your legs to be out in front of you. We started with our knees bent. So we're gonna do a forward fold but seated. So nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to reach toward those toes and fold forward. Relax your head. Good, inhale, staying in the same position. Exhale, reach a little bit farther forward. One more time, inhale. And exhale, reach a little bit farther. See if you can really stretch out those legs. And then inhale all the way up to a seated position. All right, this last thing is called a Shavasana. It's a little bit tricky to do on a video, but we're gonna do it together. So you're just gonna lay all the way down. It's called a corpse pose because you're just relaxed. Your ankles are turned out, your hands are turned out, your head is relaxed. If you have a ponytail in your head and your hair, just lower it down a little bit so you can feel comfortable on the ground and just relax your head all the way down. As you're laying there, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a nice deep breath in, really feel that belly rise, and exhale all the way out. Great job, do that again. Inhale, and exhale. Keep that breathing going. Inhale, and exhale. And as you're laying there, working on your inhale and exhale, really letting that body just sink into the ground. Feel your shoulders sink down. Feel your legs sink down. Feel your hands sink down. Feel your head sink down. I want you to think about what a masterpiece your body is. God created your body just uniquely for you, and it is amazing. It gets you up every morning. It gets you moving. It keeps you active. It allows you to chase your kids. It allows you to be a homeschool mom while you're working from home, while you are trying to figure out all of this thing while we're under quarantine. You guys are amazing. Your body lets you do all of these things. It lets you carry groceries. It lets you carry your kids. It lets you do all these amazing things. So let's give a little bit of gratitude to our bodies for what it can do for us this week. And let's just be in peace and in good health as we are grateful for the things that our bodies are able to do, because that will give so much more joy and hope for the rest of the week and for our kids and the people that are around us in our house. And if we are confident in how strong our bodies can be, especially in some of these workouts and especially in a yoga session where this is not a normal thing for most people, and it's hard. It's harder than you thought, right? And it's great. It's just great to push our bodies into new spaces. So let's be thankful for our masterpieces of our bodies, how wonderful each of us are individually, and how much we have to offer the world, both with our bodies and our strength, and with our mind and our spirit. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me today.